Alright, you guys, so I was going to do this video earlier, but I didn't get around to it, so I just wanted to do it now. I wanted to do a Q&A on the thickener my son uses, because I get a lot of questions about it, and there's not a whole lot of information about it, especially on places like TikTok. So I just kind of wanted to answer the most common questions that I get about it so that I can put it in my Q&A section. For those who are new, my son, he has hypotonia, which means for him, it's mostly in his core and his jaw. So it actually has improved in his jaw. But because of that, his drinks have to be thickened so that he doesn't aspirate and choke. And so yeah, let's get started on answering some questions. So the first question I get asked a lot is, does it change the taste of anything? Does it taste gross? No, actually it doesn't. It looks gross. This is how it looks when it's made. This is xanthan gum. This is how I make it. You can get Simply Thick, but it's very expensive and insurance doesn't cover it right now. So we just make our own with xanthan gum. It's the same thing. It's made out of the same thing. That's what it's made out of. But yeah, it looks really gross. But actually I've found, like, when I tried it in water. To me, it actually made the water taste like more crisp, kind of. It didn't affect like the taste in a negative way at all. If anything, I would say it made it almost enhance the taste. And I wonder if that's just because it's very cold. So maybe it's just like other people are curious as to why thickened liquids would improve swallowing, because a lot of them think that, thinner liquids would actually prevent choking more. This actually isn't true. For people with dysphagia, thickened drinks can actually stimulate the nerves. I'm not sure if I'm saying it exactly right, but it does stimulate it so that it makes it actually easier to swallow, or not easier, but more control. So that is why the thickness of the drinks really matter in terms of how much control they have over swallowing. Thus, it prevents choking because they have more control, or reduces the risk, I should say. People ask, will my son grow out of it? I don't know. I hope so. Ideally, he wouldn't be on thickener for the rest of his life. He has been on it pretty much his whole life, but they've already seen improvement in his jaw muscles. I mean, so who knows? The goal is that he is eventually weaned off of it safely, but, I can't predict the future, so I don't really have an answer for that. Another question I get asked is, how did you know your son had low tone, in his jaw? And the way we found out he had low tone in general is from genetic testing. He tested for, I think it was the protein level for the hypotonia. I don't know the ins and outs, but I know that it was confirmed on a genetic test. But also, because he was evaluated so many times by, OTs and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. There it is.